Let's talk about buying a home in Holland, Michigan. It's the Lakeshore's anchor market, and it plays by its own rules. A fast market with an entry point below the county median and a ceiling that runs past $2 million on the water. In this brief, I'll cover what it costs, how fast it moves, and the strategy that actually wins here. First, the geography. Holland sits on Lake Macatawa, where it opens into Lake Michigan, about 40 minutes southwest of downtown Grand Rapids. The city straddles the Ottawa and Allegan County line. In that setup, big water on one side, highway access back to the metro on the other, is what drives this market. Here's the market at a glance. Holland is home to about 34,500 people. The typical home runs around $320,000. Listings go pending in about 17 days. And downtown Grand Rapids is roughly 40 minutes away. Now the price ranges, because Holland is really 3 markets in one. Established neighborhoods in and around the city center anchor the market near that $320 typical value. New construction generally starts in the mid-300s. And on the water, Lake Macatawa frontage runs from around $600,000 to $2.5 million and up. Your budget decides which of those 3 markets you're actually shopping. Here's the number that surprises people. The typical Holland home is valued at $320,000, below the Kent County median of $335,000. You're buying on the lakeshore for less than the metro benchmark, and that gap is a big part of why demand here doesn't let up. So here's my take. Holland gives you a real downtown, a working economy, and big water at a price point most lakeshore towns can't touch. That combination is the whole reason it's competitive. Now the speed, because this is where buyers get burned. The typical Holland listing goes pending in about 17 days. In a market like that, seeing a home the day it lists and offering within a day or two isn't aggressive. It's the baseline. Part of what keeps this market moving is that Holland has its own economy. Hayworth, one of the country's largest office furniture makers, is headquartered here. LG Energy Solution builds batteries here, and Gentex is just up the road. People buy in Holland to live and work in Holland. It's not just a commuter or vacation market. So, where's your leverage as a buyer? 5 places I'd look. Know your school district, because the city is split between Holland Public Schools and West Ottawa Public Schools. Consider condos and homes near downtown for the lowest entry points. Look at new construction when resale inventory is thin. Watch the off-season, because lakeshore demand firms up in summer. And don't skip homes that need cosmetic work. They sit longer in every market. The downtown itself is a genuine asset. Holland runs the largest municipally owned snowmelt system in the country. Since 1988, heated water under the pavement has kept downtown streets and sidewalks clear all winter. Add the Tulip Time Festival every May, and you get a downtown that pulls people year-round. That's the kind of anchor that keeps a housing market steady. Here's how Holland prices against its neighbors. Zeeland and Hudsonville both run higher on typical home value, and Grand Rapids itself sits lower. On the lakeshore side of the metro, Holland is the accessible entry point, and that's exactly why it moves fast. Now financing. Because in a 17-day market, your letter matters. Get fully underwritten before you shop. Not pre-qualified, underwritten, so your offer reads closer to cash. Keep your terms clean, and if you're shopping the lakefront tier, line up your lender early, because loans at that price point take more lead time. The buyers who win here have their money sorted before the right house shows up. So here's the strategy in one line. Pick your price tier, know your district, get underwritten, and be ready to offer within a day or two of the right listing. That's what winning in Holland takes. Buying in Holland means big water, a working downtown, and a price point that still makes sense against the rest of the metro. If you're ready to run this playbook on the lakeshore, let's build your plan.